Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Chef Maha from Maha's Lebanese Cuisine. Today we are going to make fasolia blahem, lima beans with meat. So let's get started. What I did before, I boiled some meat with bones. I like to put some bones with this dish because it gives it very good taste. You can do it without it, but I have some T-bone steak. I boiled them. And this is the lima beans. I soak it overnight and I boiled it like halfway or a little bit more. So if you can see it, it won't take too long to cook. I have meat, I have rice, garlic, vermicelli, butter, tomato paste. I have 2 cups of beef broth. I use the same broth that I did the meat when I boil it. I used the cinnamon, I use the cardamom, I use bay leaves and cloves. We need salt, pepper, 7 spices. So first what I'm gonna start with, we are going to start with the qaliyi. The qaliyi, this is the base for the stew that you are going to make. And the stew, we call it in Lebanon yakhni. So anything you make it with tomato sauce and onion thing, you will call it yakhni. It's the stew here. So I put oil, I turn the stove on, and I'm gonna make the onion now. This is, about like 1 large onion, 2 small ones. I'm gonna put small piece, like 1 tablespoon butter with it. Those 2 heads, so I put about like 1 head. I put the garlic late after because I don't want the garlic to get burned. Garlic usually gets cooked faster. So this is what we call it qaliyi, like any garlic, onion with oil. So the onion is good, it's clear and crystal. So now I'm gonna add the meat and saute it with it good because we didn't boil the meat, so I wanna cook it before I put the lima beans. Here I have 2 pounds. Now I'm gonna keep sauteing them until the meat is cooked well. This is T-bone steak. After you saute the meat well, it won't take too long because the lima beans it's already almost done and the meat will be done. That's what you like to see, some like brown nice color around it. I think they are done. And the broth, I'm gonna use the same broth that I cooked the bone and the meat in it. I'm gonna leave them until they get like so tender. Start with the rice now. So I'm gonna put some oil, about like 2-3 tablespoon oil, and then I'm gonna add the vermicelli. I have here half a cup. I'm gonna toast them until they are like golden brown. Okay, now it's good. I'm gonna add the rice, jasmine rice, the long grain. So it will take like 2 cups of water for each cup of rice. So I put 4 cups of rice. I used this half cup, so it took me a longer time. And now I'm gonna add the salt, half a teaspoon. And I'm gonna wait until they start boil and then turn the fire down. So we can put the lid now and wait for them. Not too long. I like to use cast iron pots. They will cook them evenly and they will stay hot, very hot. So as if like you are using presto or you are cooking on the fire outside. So if you like them, the link it will be in the description. So now we are going to wait for the rice to be cooked. I'm gonna check on my meat to see if it's done. Because there is less water now, I'm gonna add 2 more cups beef broth. Because this dish, you like the sauce with it. Because you have to have enough sauce to mix it with the rice when you eat it. So now I'm gonna add the tomato paste. I have like 1 tablespoon. This is 2 tablespoons. Yeah. You look at the color and the thickness of the sauce. I think I need 1 more. And if you are, make sure if you are using the homemade tomato paste, it has more salt than the one you buy it from the store. So you have to arrange the salt to your taste. Always put less salt, and then this is half a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna put black pepper with it, half a teaspoon. And I'm not gonna put too much 7 spices because I don't want the color to be too dark. Just half teaspoon. Now they boil together. Now I'm gonna add the lima beans and let it cook for like 10 minutes all together, or until you see the lima beans is cooked good. Smells so good. I want them to boil and then turn the fire down. 10 minutes, and I will come back and check the lima beans if it's cooked all the way or it needs a little bit more. So our fasolia is done, the lima beans is done, and the rice is done. If you want to make your plate fancy because you work so hard for that dish, just use any cup or anything and make it like that. And now I'm gonna put the lima beans around. You see, I put sauce because the rice will absorb the sauce now. And you can garnish it with some greens if you want. And if you like jalapeno with it. So let's see now the result. Oh my God. Oh my God. So good. So thank you very much. And I will see you next week. Bye.